You're tuned into Level Up Nation Network.
Don't touch that dial. Just chill for a while. Keep it locked with my man Tony D. Welcome to something new, something you're not used to. It's fresh and guaranteed to bless. New Artist Profile. Yeah, it's a new day with a new sound. Keep it locked, you're listening to the new Artist Profile. Thank God for music. New music on the radio. Artist Profile.
Truly unique, I am somebody. You were created on purpose for a purpose. Walk in it. My new book is a journey of self-discovery, faith, and purpose.
Have you ever stopped to think about this? You work hard creating great music, building your brand, and growing your fan base. But every time you send people to social media, you're also sending them to your competition. What if your fans had one place dedicated completely to you? With your own custom mobile app from CSE Media Group, your music, videos, tour dates, merchandise, social media, booking information, and exclusive content are all in one easy-to-use destination. Send instant push notifications whenever you release new music, announce a concert, drop new merchandise, or simply want to connect with your supporters. No worrying about social media algorithms deciding who sees your posts. Your app works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, giving your fans direct access to your brand while helping you build stronger relationships and create new income opportunities. Your brand deserves more than just another social media page. It deserves its own home. Join the growing number of independent artists choosing CSE Media Group to build professional mobile apps that help them stand out. Your music is unique. Your app should be too. Contact CSE Media Group today, and let's build an app that's as unique as your ministry, your music, and your message. Email csedaf2@gmail.com. CSE Media Group, creating new ways for artists to promote their brand.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Tony D. We're excited to bring you this week's NAP show live. And as you know, our guest today is no newcomer to the NAP show, the live stream broadcast or the radio show, because we've been playing his music for quite some time. And we're excited to be able to introduce you to him one more time. Partice is at her pastor's anniversary today, so she's taking a day off to serve the Lord and honor her pastor. We'll be back next week with Partice because we have some great guests on as well next week. But ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we're going to bring our guest, Pastor Jason Hendrickson, a.k.a. J. Hen, in the house. What's going on, Pastor?
What's up, Tony? How you feel, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. Hey, I love that joint.
That's one of my favorite records, man. That's one of my favorite records.
Yeah, HG Party is amazing, man. Amazing. And we're going to talk about that video, too, because I really love the quality and the concept behind that video. But if somebody's on and they don't know who you are, real quick, just briefly share a little bit about who Jason Hendrickson is.
Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Born in the church, raised in the Church of God in Christ. Started playing drums at the age of 5. And did that, served faithfully at my home church for a number of years. I grew up in the era where we didn't get paid for playing. We got one yellow manila envelope at the choir anniversary at $10.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we was happy about it. But at the age of 15, I felt something brewing in me to stretch my borders outside of my local church. And I started playing drums for a guy named Bishop Jeffrey Conyers and the Worldwide Crusade Choir. Did that for a while, then transitioned to James Hall of Worship and Praise, and then ultimately ended up with Bishop Hezekiah Walker for about 10 years and traveled all over the world, man. And we've been going at it professionally since then. So, yeah.
And you played on some iconic joints, some of my favorite Hezekiah Walker, the early albums. So, guys, do your homework. Check him out. Google him because he's Googleable.
Yes.
Did I make that up? Googleable.
Very much so.
Check him out. Check him out. So, man, Pastor, if you guys have been following Pastor Hendrickson, you know he's very active on social media. He has multiple businesses. He pastors a church. He's an overseer of a church. He's a producer, songwriter, singer. He has a dessert line, a clothing line.
Robust dessert line.
Yes. Robust. Okay, let's get it right. He got some amazing banana pudding. Like, so how are you able to do it all? Because you and I are very similar. Because I think our work ethic is very similar. Because I know we talk a lot and we don't get a lot of sleep. No. How are you able to effectively do everything? You know, study the sermons, you know, teach Bible study, do your morning motivations, man. How are you able to pull it all off?
Well, technology is the number one thing, to be honest with you. I run my business like a real TV station. Like Monday, I'll take my morning motivation for the entire week in one day. So people think I'm up every day. Nah, that's already done. You know what I'm saying? I have it set. It's really about scheduling, you know, because you have to know what you've been graced to do, and you have to execute it with excellence. So, you know, when I'm in here doing my 1-minute motivations, I'm changing clothes. I'm, you know, different settings. Sometimes I go outside. Sometimes I'll do it right here in the studio. You know, you have to really give it your best and run it like it's a major production, because I don't think you should wait until the opportunity comes to get ready. My OGs taught me, if you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready. If a company comes to me right now, like, hey, we got $500,000 for you to do it, I'm ready, because I already know how to change quick. I know how to, you know, write scripts, write treatments, everything. This is like a work. This studio right here is my gym, my creative gym, where I learn all the kinks and I learn what works and doesn't work. And all that's missing really is that bag behind it, you know, because I already transformed my mind. My work ethics are what it needs to be. Now I just need that money. behind it now.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. So I know Queen Alicia is saying, she's probably like, yes, thank you for saying that.
What's up, Queen?
She always gets on me, and I say, she's like, Tony, you need to do this. I'm like, man, I ain't got the time. She's like, that's no excuse. You got the time.
Yeah.
You can find the time, and so I'm glad you said that, because it definitely drives home something that I needed to hear, and other artists, because when you have a full plate, you have to be able to prioritize effectively.
It's always about management. Always about management and consistency. Those are the two things that I would say to people: consistency and management, because you every closed eye is not sleep, and you never know who's watching, and it only takes the right person one time to see, especially someone that's a visionary, and see what it is you're doing. And I mean, I just had a guy, it's crazy, man, and you never know when the seed that you saw going to take place. We brought up that I played drums for Bishop Walker. That was the album that I'm talking about. We did it over 30 years ago. 30 years ago, live in Toronto. That was the first album I did with him, where I actually played, because I did 2 albums before that where I didn't play and got credit for playing. That's a whole other story. But I actually did Toronto, and I just had a guy from up in Toronto reach out to me, and I gave this dude a pair of sticks, bro, 30 years ago. And wow. I let him come and play, while we were, preparing, doing soundtrack and stuff like that. And now he is an executive in Toronto, and he's getting ready to fly me into Toronto to honor me. It's crazy. I'm just like, wow. He got clips of me playing drums from 30 years ago. And he said all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And that's why you have to always be professional. You have to always be kind to people, and just manage your time, man, because you never know who you're going to impact. You never know who's going to be impressed by what you're doing. So you got to do it with excellence at all times.
Yeah. I had a similar story yesterday. That's amazing. Yeah. That happened to you. I had an artist hit me up because he was inquiring about the showcase that we're going to be doing in North Carolina in 11 days, and we got him locked in. Shout out to Charles Fizz Jr., great Christian hip hop artist. Okay. And we would talk. I hadn't talked to this guy in at least 4 or 5 years. Wow. And I said, we're going to have an artist development training as well, so we'd love for you to be in. He was like, yeah, I need that. He said, Tony, man, you remember you was telling me about how to make sure my album covers are good, and I need headshots and all this stuff like that. He was like, man, you told me that so long ago, but I never forgot. Jason, I didn't even remember telling this dude stuff, So, man, you're right for people to tell you that you impacted them when you're just doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing blessing, man. So, how you have your preaching career, you have your songwriting career, the record label, All Things Music Group, you grooming and developing new artists. Mm-hmm. Man, how did you know that this is where you wanted to go? Because, so for me, I made eyeglasses for a living. I didn't know I was going to be doing all of this, right? Wow. So when did it click that, man, I want to get into this,
I kept getting fired, man, from every job that I was on, man. And I had some great jobs, man. I came out of high school getting hired to be the light bulb technician at Long Island College Hospital. It was my job. I had this fancy light bulb cart that had the U-shaped light bulbs, regular light bulbs, the 2x4 light bulbs, every kind of light bulb you could think of. And it was my sole responsibility to change light bulbs in the entire hospital. And I got fired from that job, and I was there about 8 years. Graduated high school, first job making about $47,000, close to $50,000 a year out the gate. And Bishop Walker had to go to London. And so I didn't have a passport at the time. So I got it in my mind to leave my job, go punch in, leave my job, and go to the passport office in the city. And I was there the entire day. I didn't know no better. I thought I could go in and be back in an hour. You know what I mean? But dumb jokers had me there till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And when I showed up back at the hospital, my supervisor said, come to my office. He said, do you know what malingering is? I was like, no, sir. He said, that is taking care of personal business on company time.
Oh,
You
wow.
are fired.
Oh, wow.
And that started my string of realizing that I'm not cut out to work for nobody else, man, but
Yeah.
God. And just different things along the way. And it wasn't until I got fired from Love Fellowship. I got fired from a lot of jobs, y'all. I got fired from a lot of stuff. When I ended up overseas, I lived overseas for a couple of years. And it was there where God called me to the music ministry. And that's when I knew that this was something that I would do. And I was so passionate because that's what people don't understand. People see what we do, but it's only because there's passion. Because any area of your life where there's no passion, there will be no pursuit. And if there's no pursuit, there will be no possession. So it's only because I am passionate about my banana pudding, my clothing line, my artists, my music. I don't know how to cut it off sometimes. You know what I mean? But that's just the way that I'm able to do it because I'm passionate about it.
What's your response to a person that say you just doing too much? Like, Pastor, you preaching, you singing, you mentoring drummers, fellow musicians, you're songwriting, you're doing clothes, you're making desserts, you're traveling, you're podcasting, you're just doing too much. What do you tell people that say it to you?
How broke are you? Because when you realize that there's scripture behind this type of behavior, Matthew 25, it's a parable that Jesus is teaching about talents. It's not my fault if he only gave you 1 and gave me 5. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Not really. But the response and the demand of the master in that parable is that you take whatever I give you and double it. The 5 made it 10. 4 made it 8. And the one that had been given 1 talent, he took it and he hid it. How many people we know are hiding their talent because they're insecure, they're unsure. And I'll tell people this all the time, I've never been the best at anything that I've done or that I'm doing. I just have insane work ethics. I am not afraid to fail, and I don't take losses. It's only lessons. So if I try something and it don't work, I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna do something else. Because if you go back to the parable, when the guy got confronted by the master, he said, hey man, if you didn't know what to do with what I gave you, why didn't you take it and give it to one of them that was doubling it? Because when God gives you anything, his expectation is for you to double it, to increase. That's why in the Garden of Eden, if you go back to creation, when you read your Bible, it shows you that there are 4 streams coming into the garden. So God always had it in his mind for us to have, at bare minimum, 4 streams of income where there's life. That's the only way life is sustainable, because when the banana pudding dries up, t-shirts and the hoodies are popping. When that stops, the music is popping. When that stops, the preaching is nonstop. Pastoring is always something, and it's because I put seed in the ground. You can't get mad at somebody having a harvest that you haven't sown for. Everything that people see me doing is reaction to seed, because I know that seed is unstoppable. And if you guys are down in the country, but here in New York, there's a lot of people that plant seeds in strange places. I don't know if it's like that down south, but there are some people that plant seeds and then come lay concrete on top of it. But that plant comes right through the concrete.
Comes through, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't matter what you put on top of seed, it's always going to break through. So my thing to people is, whatever you have, if it's you are creative with writing, singing, doing podcasts, designing clothes, whatever it is, don't stop putting seed in the ground, because the more you seed, the Bible even says there will always be seed time, always be harvest time. but you will not have harvest time if you're not planting seeds. So that's all you guys see me doing. I'm planting seeds in as many people as I can. I'm throwing stuff to see what sticks against the wall. And once I see it sticks, I go at it full speed ahead. No brakes, all gas.
So let me get my organ and tune you up.
Hey, I got the same one. I got the same one, bro.
Hey, see? That's what's up. Yeah, man, because you preached the message on that one. Because sometimes people are saying, man, you're doing too much. I'm the same way. You know, I don't understand why God continues to give me so many things that I do. And everything that I do have been self-taught. I didn't go to school for production of music. I didn't go to school to learn how to play bass. I just picked it up and just, you know, work with different people. I didn't go to school to learn how to produce a radio show. God just gave me all of this stuff. I didn't go to school to figure out how to design t-shirts and all this stuff. I'm not cooking. I'm not doing desserts. Yeah. But you know, I mean, so
you might start.
No, I'm gonna leave that for you. actually, Mason and Miles, they the ones that do the cooking. You know, I'm gonna let them have that.
But I think it's because you have shown, number one, you have capacity.
Yeah,
that's the thing, and people have to really begin to maneuver in areas that you have been graced for. It looks like a lot to people because you're not graced for it. I don't feel any pressure.
Right.
As much as you see me doing T, I get up every day. The only thing that I am pressured about is overhead. How am I going to pay these bills? Because my projects are always bigger than how much money I got.
Yeah.
You know, and that's another reason why I had to start self-teaching myself, because I ain't going to charge myself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I had to learn that if your vision is not scaring you, you're not dreaming big enough.
That's right.
And what I see, it scares the heck out of me, but I'm not afraid. I'm like, all right, God, this is on you, because that's the reason why I put out the record song God gave me, because people will try to pigeonhole you and make you feel like you can only do this. You know, the Bible says all gifts come from above. It didn't say just speaking in tongues. It didn't say preaching and tuning up. No, you being able to crochet is a gift from above.
Right.
You being able to design t-shirts and have the ability to know how to talk, to host a podcast. You know how many people get in front of a mic and just get stuck?
Right.
No, this is a gift, because there's something about people that have multiple gifts that God says you have the capacity for it. You have the bandwidth for it. Everybody doesn't. But whatever you're doing, give it your best. That's what I tell people. Give it your best.
Amen. You preaching today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Pastor Jason Hendrickson from New York City. He is an amazing artist, songwriter, multiple entrepreneur, and man, he's dropping some jewels. Make sure you share the live. We want to shout out everybody who's tuned in, man. My glass, you know, these bifocals ain't working today, so I'm going to say thank you to everybody. I see Kay Jeanette Sings. I see Mary Goolsby. I see Ray Mayfield. I see, of course, Queen Alicia, who's always supporting. I see Gia Boo. What's up, Gia Boo? I see so many people on.
My church members are popping in. Brother Meek, I see you.
Want to see, thank you so much for supporting and share the live. And we do this every Sunday. We extended the time. We used to come on from 6 to 7 because we had so many artists that have so many jewels that we wanted to make sure we share. We extended an additional 30 minutes. So we come on every Sunday from 5:30 to 7 p.m. So and Jason is our very first a guest who is able to capitalize on that extended time. So thank you so much. We got Alex Sales. What's going on, Alex? Man, man, we're gonna in the second half of the show, we're gonna get into a hot topic about AI, because that's been something that is really, you got so many opinions about AI music and stuff like that. So we're gonna talk about that in the second half. But I want to say, how has it been for you now that you're sitting on the creative side as a producer? Because I know, early on you were, reaching out to your extended base of supporters and friends, and hey, can you mix this? Can you master that? Can you help me with this? Hey, can you play bass on this? Can you lead? Now I see you 3, 4 in the morning, you're making the beats, you know, you're doing your thing, you know. I think you said the only thing really that you kind of reach out to now is the mixing and the mastering part, which is similar to me because it's really hard to get that done.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be able to have all of that in one place and you're able to handle that yourself?
Man, it's uncomfortable, to be honest with you, because I'm so used to having a whole squad of guys cutting records with me, but it has done wonders for my ability to move at an expeditious pace that's advantageous to the timing that we're in, because I think, you know, you got to be sensitive when you're doing ministry. The world is moving at a very fast pace right now, and you cannot take 5 years to do one album. I think you're going to miss out on monumental moments. And that's something that I am grateful that I don't have to wait anymore for people to do stuff for me. Even though, because I'm such a team player, I'll still call guys. And, you know, because I just like creating moments to include people in what I'm doing, even if I don't need to do it, because that's the marketer in me, because people will promote what they're part of. So if it's just me doing all the music, then I'm going to be the only one really talking about it. But if I get you on a record, if I get, you know, Alicia on a record, that's 3 people versus 1 promoting. So I don't always do it because I need them musically. I might need them in the marketing area because people will promote what they are part of. So, you know, it puts me in a space where I'm getting used to it. Alex was my test. I don't want to say test dummy, but she was the one.
No, don't say that.
I don't want to say that. But she was the one.
She was the guinea pig. She was the guinea pig.
She was the guinea pig that was crazy enough to say, I'll let you do my whole record, you know, by yourself. And I did 15 songs for her. I think we may have done more, because when I first my studio was sitting in my office for 2 years untouched because I had an anxiety of not knowing how to use the equipment. I didn't know, you know.
Yeah,
but then I'm looking at the bill that I'm paying to rent studio time, to cut this and cut that, and I just got angry. I was like, man, I'm gonna learn how to do this. So I had one of my young bulls come over to the house, and they cut a song with me, well, for me, and I just sat there and I watched them. I didn't move. I didn't go to the bathroom, nothing. The whole time he was here, I watched him like a hawk, because I have an incredible gift of retainment. So if I see you do something once or twice, I got it. So I sat and watched. Big shout out to my man Stunner J. He's the one that showed me how to work Logic. I watched him, and when he left, and my boy Franchon Corbett, these guys, I mean, so many guys have been instrumental. Franchon Corbett, Kenny Black, Big House is the one that taught me how to produce from the beginning. But once I sat down with Stunner and I watched what he did, man, I promise you, I think I had to call Franchon maybe 3 to 5 times because I got stuck. But once I got past the stuff I was stuck on, I had to do 40 records straight, nonstop. I had to do 40 records just out of nowhere. That's why my instrumental record is done already. Alex record is done. That's 30 songs right there by itself. Just those 2 projects. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept going. And so now I don't even know how many songs I got left. So yeah.
That's what's up. And I have a similar story too, man, because I got to shout out Adrian Brown from here, a phenomenal producer that, you know, kind of got me in it. And then Chris Tompkins, who, you know, he's like, Tony, man, I need you to lay a bass line for me. When I'm playing the bass line, I'm watching him, what he's doing, you know. And then lo and behold, I ended up going to Wilmington, North Carolina, and sitting with Damian Merle. It was like, you know, so
he's one of the goats, man.
Man. And shout out to Sean Keys, another one who I pay attention to. I listen to his music. So yeah, man, I'm similar to you. I had these computers, man, and I was nervous because I didn't want to mess anything up. You know, but sometimes messing up makes something good.
Absolutely.
I was watching Teddy Riley, and he interviewed about one of the joints he did for Michael Jackson on the Remember the Time album. And they they something happened with the beat. The guy called and said, "Hey man, we messed up the track or whatever." And make the long story short, they ended up putting the gates and stuff on it. Well, that created Teddy Riley's signature sound on that album. You know, how the drums come in and how the bass sounded, that muffle, that became Teddy Riley's sound moving past that. So sometimes mistakes work out good, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm Quincy Jones is my all-time, like to me, he's the GOAT. So
Absolutely.
I listen to all Quincy Jones music, and so yeah, man. So and yo, I've been listening to your stuff. Like your jazz stuff is fire, bro. Like, okay, you know.
Be out of here. The rest of that project, man, I'm super proud of it. And you know, again, man, it's just I'm in a space, and I think we all need to be in a space where all of your gifts are in motion. You know, if God gave you 2 gifts, it should be in motion at maximum level. God just happened to give me the gift of not being afraid to take risks and explore my ideas. I am not afraid to put out an instrumental album. And, you know, I won't call his name, but I sent Mood Switch to a really famous artist who's one of my dear friends. And I asked him, I was like, yo, what you think? And he gave me this whole technical breakdown of why this part didn't make sense. And when I tell you I respect this guy, then I tell you he's one of the greatest musicians in the world. If I call his name, yo, everybody would know who I'm talking about. But in spite of him saying that, my gut didn't agree. My gut was like, no, Jason, this is good enough. Because this is how God gave it to you. And sometimes, family, you have to be willing to go against the grain, even against the advice of people that you respect, when you know what you have done is how God gave it to you. Because I'm not him. I can't do what he does. And I'm sure from a technical perspective, he would have done it a whole nother way, but that's not how God gave it to me. So I had to make a decision. Am I going to listen to somebody that I really honor and I respect this guy, or am I going to listen to God?
Right.
I went with God. And then so many people right now, we got, I shouldn't even, no, I'm not even gonna say what's happening with Mood Switch, but y'all gonna see what just happened with Mood Switch. And that's how you know that you gotta follow God, because God will always send provision for the vision. Always.
Yeah, definitely. So true. I'm glad you said that. So true. We are a little bit early. I got another question to ask you. So before we go to the break at 6:10, 5 minutes. Being a pastor, who I see as a non-traditional pastor, right? Untraditional.
Yeah.
You're a jazz artist. You're a gospel artist. You do love music. You give some R&B, clean, positive R&B, along with your worship music. How does your church receive you in that level? Because you know, some folk be like, "Him, what? That ain't a God." What? You know what I'm saying? They're ready to put you out. So how's your church receive you?
My church is so dope, man. I pastor some of the most amazing people in the world, and they are just supportive of whatever I do, because I've shown them that I'm not going to go too far. You know what I mean? And I think that that's the thing, as someone that...
You ain't going to a Diddy party.
No, I'm not doing that. You know, even with the house music and you know, the hip hop stuff that I've done, you know, I've shown them over the years that in spite of my explorative nature, I have boundaries. There's just certain things I'm not going to do, certain lyrical content you will never hear on one of my songs. And I challenge anyone to show me where doing any other kind of music is biblically wrong. No one can tell me where God specifically said that you, and their favorite scripture is they're going to go to, you are to sing psalms, spiritual, and hymns. I get that, but what spirit are we talking about? What are we saying? Because if you understand the origin of music, Music was created to give God glory. That's it. There were no genres. There was no sacred this and holy Church of God in Christ, Baptist hymn book. We made all of that up. We made all these genres up. And we have, kind of put God in a box, like God is threatened by you listening to a little Luther Vandross.
Right.
Because you're not going to make love to your wife listening to Shirley Caesar.
Right.
At least I hope you're not.
Or nearer thy God to thee. Right. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not intimidated, but again, boundaries have to be put in place, because you have to know what bothers your spirit. And I know what I can take and I know what I can't take.
Exactly. You have to know yourself. Yeah. I got a chance to host Canton Jones a leg of his national tour here in Augusta.
Yes,
and he said that he is going to do rock. He is going to do house.
Yeah.
He is going to continue to do his CHH.
Yeah.
He's going to do, his wife is doing a jazz album.
Yeah.
His sons have, he said, because if God said that we're supposed to have dominion over the earth and all things in the earth, and he's a musician, why should he be relegated to just doing gospel? He should do house, he should do rock, he should do fusion, whatever, everything. And he has songs and artists on K-Joe to be able to impact those genres. So I'm with you, bro. I'll
tell you this, Tony. When I told some people I was gonna cut my hair off, a lot of people said, "Don't do it. You shouldn't do it." But I do it every year because I know it grows back. People that tell you not to do something is normally because they can't do it. Because if they could do it, they would. If you don't have the capacity, because songwriting is like this. God gives me a certain leeway into the heavens to hear music.
Mm-hmm.
It's my job to come back, your job to come back and translate it so people here on earth can hear it and be blessed by it.
Right.
Never told me that it's only going to be how great thou art.
Right.
No, because there are people that I'm telling you, I got one of the #1 house records in the country.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Goodness Praise Break. And when I go and perform that, the love that's in those rooms needs to be in all our churches.
Right.
When I tell you,
well,
that community, they need to come teach our churches how to treat people.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation, because the church don't know how to treat folk. They do not. You get more love in the world than you will on Sunday morning when you're supposed to be but they don't want to. That's a whole nother conversation. But we got to take a break because we got to show our sponsors, and we're also going to introduce you to friends and lovers from our guest today, Jason Hendrickson. Check out B&W Insurance Group and check out this amazing single from Jason, and we'll be back with a controversial conversation about AI. You're locked into the NAP show live right here on Level Up Nation with your boy, Tony D. We'll be right back.
Tony D and the entire New Artist Profile team wishes to thank our newest show sponsor, B&W Insurance Group. Welcome to the New Artist Profile family.
If you hear the sound of a lion, that's B&W Insurance Group, the full-service broker agency, here to service you. If you need insurance, we got you covered. Life, health, home, auto, and more. Call Millage Williams and his team at 762-246-4580. Today, the guardians of trust. If you hear the sound of a lion, that's B&W Insurance Group, the full-service broker agency, here to service you.
At the mall. that we've grown so far apart. I need you to know as long as I live, you'll always have a piece of my heart. I wanna go back to the way we used to be when we were friends and lovers. Please take me back. Please take me back to the way we used to be when we were friends and lovers. Laughs turned stiff in the crib. My day one turned into distance. Yeah. From my rib to a stranger. Same love, different tension. Phone slow, hearts numb. Arguing just to feel something. I didn't want a nobody. I want us before we got money. I wanna go back to the way we used to be when we were friends and lovers. Let me go back. Please take me back to the way we used to be when we were friends and lovers. I wanna go back. I wanna go back. Take me back. I wanna go back to the way we used to chill, shopping at the mall. I wanna go back, going to the movies. Take me back. I wanna go back. Please take me back, yeah. Please take me back, yeah. Shopping at the mall. I wanna go back. Take me back, yeah. Take me back, yeah. Wanna do the things we used to do, baby. I wanna go back. I wanna go back. Take me back to the way we used to be when we were friends. I miss that feeling and love. I miss that feeling. Please take me back to the way we used to be when we were friends and lovers. Nobody treat me like you do. To the way we used to be when we were friends and lovers. Please take me back. Please take me back to the way we used to be when we were friends and lovers. Woo! I wanna go back. I wanna go back.
I want to go back to the way things used to be when we were friends.
And lovers.
That's funky right there, bro.
Man,
That is
yeah.
funky. That you
Yeah.
got people asking, Queen Alicia said, where can I get it? My goddaughter said, Maya Williams said, this is fire. Estelle Jones, she said a must-have. So where can we download that one?
It's everywhere, guys. It's a song, and I think what throws people off is the title of the album. The title of the album is Songs God Gave Me. Jason Hendrickson, Songs God Gave Me. And that is one of the joints that's on it. It's 6 songs on this project. And I'm telling you, all of them are crazy, just like this. So you got to go get it, but it's available everywhere. Did y'all hear Tony sing? I think we got to take him off that bass and put him on one of these songs.
I can hold a tune a little bit, brother.
I heard you, man. I heard you.
I'm actually working on a song that I'm gonna be singing too. So yeah,
I appreciate y'all for the love, y'all. That means so much to me because I was so nervous to do this project, man, because being a pastor, right?
Yeah.
I grew up in an apostolic church, so I know how strict the church that I grew up. The mindset was about doing what they consider to be secular. But my thing is, if God is love, and that's what they taught us since we were little kids, that God is love. You mean to tell me I'm going to hell because I'm singing about what and who God is?
So
I refuse to believe that.
I was sitting there listening to the song, and the song could go either way. You could be talking to your significant other.
Yeah.
Or you could be talking to God.
Yeah.
God, I want to go back to the way things used to be.
Yeah.
When me and you was friends
And
and when me and you was loving. You know, I know I done backslid. I done some stuff I shouldn't have been. God, I'm ready to come back.
Now, Tony, I may have to send you a type because I ain't never thought about that song.
Hey, that'll preach.
I was definitely talking about females.
No, my mind automatically went to, man, I didn't fall in the way, God. I want to go back to how we used to be.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. So when you said what you said about talking about love, if God is love, yes, it encompasses everything.
Yeah.
But it always draws back to the ultimate love, which is God, Jesus, right?
Doc, I gotta send you a time, man. I got a defense for doing rock, as my mother would call it, rock and roll. She said, son, I said, Ma, you gotta listen to this. I said, it's different. I said, it's not gospel. She said, well, what you doing, son? Rock and roll?
Right. Then my daddy said that too. You're doing the rock and roll.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, we got a lot of people tuned in. If you're just tuning in, you're looking at yours truly, Tony D, and Jason Hendrickson from New York City. Partice is at her pastor's anniversary today. And so shout out to her pastor for celebrating that monumentous occasion. She'll be back with us next week when we will have another amazing recording artist, Kimmy Jones. If you watch her on social media, man, she is killing social media. And she's also discussing about AI and being a content creator versus being an artist. You know, she's a mom, a wife. She's navigating her career with an autistic child. So yeah, man, we're going to be chopping it up with her. I was actually going to try to get her on today, but she said it was too last minute. But we'll have her on next week. But AI is controversial subject. And I have to say that when AI music production and Suno came out, I was not with it. And I think you and I had a conversation early on, you know, and also Pat Nash. We also had conversations, you know, because me being a self-taught, still learning producer, you know, I'm old school. I'm not ashamed to say, God bless me, I'm gonna be 58 in December. I'm used to the old.
I almost did what Kevin Hart did with Don Cheadle.
Oh, don't do it. Oh. So yeah, I'm an old school. You know, I'm used to the big boards and you know, and you know, the MPC keyboards and drum machines and stuff like that. And now we got a computer making music, and like you just type in stuff and like prompt it, and you got a song in 3 minutes. That's some crap. Like I was not feeling it at all. Right. You know, even though I heard some of the songs and I was like, yo, this is kind of fire, but I was like, nah, I ain't with this. Mm-hmm. Then I started hearing some of your stuff. Mm-hmm. And I started hearing some of the other music that other friends of mine that were creating, and they were using portions of it and implementing it into what they do. Mm-hmm. Not just solely putting in the prompt, getting a song and saying I made it, right. You know. Right. So I had to, and I remember Pat Nash told me, she said, Tony, if you don't get with AI, it's gonna stuff gonna pass you by. You know, you said something similar. You was like, yo, Tony, man, I know you. He said your stuff is dope, man, but you got to get on this, man, because you know. So I reluctantly began to get educated on it, and now I see it as an amazing tool, just like using loops, just like using different samples or whatever. I see it as a tool, but that's my view on it. What is your view, because you have used it and you've been effective with it?
Number one, we have been using AI in music for years. If you own a keyboard in the 80s, that's artificial intelligence, because you're taking something that's not a grand piano and you're having a grand piano sound come out of that. That's artificial. It's not really a grand piano. You know what I mean? So we've been using it. I think with Suno, it just put it in everybody's face. And what it did, it made it accessible to everyone. But again, I think that, like I told all my guys, that's because all of my producer friends was pissed. They was mad about it. Just like you. I was like, listen, man, how many wealth trends have come in the earth and we weren't in front of it? Because it was uncomfortable, because it was something that we didn't know. My people perish for a lack of what? Wisdom and information. And I think that AI is not meant to replace us. It's meant to assist us, again, because the world is moving at a fast pace. You can still use a typewriter if you want to. Absolutely. But why would I do that when I can use a laptop? You can still use a laptop if you want to. But why would I use a laptop when I got ChatGPT? You understand what I'm saying? You know, when we grew up, we had to find information in encyclopedias. And we had to order a whole set, remember?
Yeah, the Britannia, yeah.
All of it. The world is changing, and I think people are afraid of the unknown. But what messes people up with AI, they don't know how to prompt properly. People don't know how to prompt, and that's why everybody's song sounds the same. I could tell an AI, I don't care if you tell me you did AI or not. In 30 seconds, I know it's Suno.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of reasons why. Because most people are not using the pro version. And if you're not using the pro version, the stems that you are bouncing down and putting out are full of distortion.
Right.
I hear it as soon as it comes on. And then Suno is using the same voice on everybody's track.
Right.
So there's maybe 5 or 6 variations of voices when you don't have the pro version. Because now, update with Suno, you can now use your own voice.
Your own voice, right.
So it's always evolving, it's always changing. But I just think people that are offended by it are lazy.
Mm-hmm.
They're lazy and they don't understand assistance. It's definitely not something that's going to destroy us. It's not something that's going to replace us, because at the end of the day, there's certain things that AI just can't do.
Right. So what do you speak to the people, because this is my concern, and you know, me and my son has had discussions about it. How do you feel when people are operating in a particular field, let's say graphic designer, and they made their living as a graphic designer, and now AI, Chat GPT, Manus, all of the other ones that you can use to create these sometime amazing, sometimes subpar flyers. How would you talk to them? How would you help them get an understanding of, you know, because they're like, yo, like my job is gone, like, you know, they're hating it, you know what I'm saying?
I think what happens is you have to look at your work ethics. Again, go back to what I was saying, 4 streams of income. So, you know, with most graphic designers, my issue with them was never the quality of work. It was the turnaround time.
Right.
You know, because it's like, what did all of you guys go to the same school and they teach you to make people wait 3 weeks?
Right.
It just was a thing
among
graphic artists. But again, I think that, you know, I have proven, because this is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I let people know up front, I do flyers, but it is AI.
Right.
Because you're not paying me for the turnaround time. You're paying me for my IP, my intellectual property.
Mm-hmm.
I had one bishop that was totally against it. And I said, hey, man, send me your best flyer. Because he, you know, he's a real high, you know, sedity, bougie acting type of guy. And he was like, yeah, you know, it diminishes your brand. It diminishes your marketing. Da, da, da. I said, hey, Bishop, send me your best flyer that you paid $150 for. Because that's what they charging up here, $150 for flyers. I was like, all right, cool. I said, send it to me. He sent it to me, and in 3 minutes, he fired his graphic artist and hired me. He said, how much do you charge? $150. It's the same service. I'm just now giving it to you in a more efficient manner, and the quality is better, because I am, if there is such a thing, I am becoming an expert prompter with AI. You know, because there are some people, when they do flyers, it looks like cartoons,
right?
It distorts your face and all that.
Right.
All that is because of prompting.
Right.
And you have to be creative even when prompting AI, like I tell everybody, take the limits off your imagination. Anything that you want to do, you want to see graphically now, it is possible. You just have to not be afraid to move outside of what the norm is. I'm not doing the pastor flyer. You know, the flyer, I call it pastor flyer, where the pastor's wife is sitting in the chair and the pastor standing over her like this.
Right.
In everybody's church. We're not, no. Why are you doing that in 2026?
Right.
Your creativity.
Right.
Go deeper. You know what I mean? And you'll be shocked at what you can do. And again, the key word is consistency and creating and finding wherever there's a need. Because I tell all you creatives this, your money is attached to where there's a need.
Mm-hmm.
All the graphic artists are upset. They all in the uproar. Here I come right through the back door. I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'll do it. And you'll have your flyer in 3 minutes.
Well,
I'm taking people's clients every day.
And I have to say this, and this is no shade to none of the graphic artists that went to school for it or however they did it. But there's some out there that's very pricey. Very pricey. Now, I'm not, if you've got accolades because of your work, you know, the more successful and the more accolades you get, your price can go up. I get that.
Yes.
I'm not knocking that, but I think there should be a tier of the artists or pastors or businesses that can afford that. Mm-hmm. And then you need to be able to make yourself affordable to somebody who may not be able to afford that. And I think that's one of the reasons why when ChatGPT came out and people started realizing they can make flyers, you see everybody making the flyers. Now, do I think it's right? No, I don't, I won't say right.
A lot of them are bad.
I won't say right, but I think that there's a reason behind people doing stuff because, everybody can't afford to pay somebody to do a whole EPK, flyers, covers, and $1,000. They scrapping trying to get $1,000 to get their project done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But back to your point is I won't say I'm a professional prompter, but I'm learning. Because you have to take time. You have to be patient.
Can I stop you right there, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all seen what this man has just shown us? Brother, I see the entire change in your presentation. What you're doing with AI now is top tier, bro. It's top tier. And you need to take time to take that in and realize you're amazing, bro.
I'm
sitting here watching the advertisement for the app and all that, and I'm like, "Whoa, this is crazy! This is next level," because that's where it's going. And you have to know how to embrace that and be okay with knowing that you're really good at what you're doing now, bro. And I mean, really good. And you know my mouth. I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't. That was trash, bro. Take that down.
I know you, and you told me, you were like, "Hey, Tony, man, hey, I ain't gonna tell you how to run the business, but you need to take that down."
Yeah, man. Because listen, at the end of the day, if we are our brother's keeper, that don't just mean when you like how I'm keeping you. No, right. So I got to tell you, yo, bro, that's trash. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Because you bigger than that, and sometimes we gotta do that for each other. So but I just wanted to bring that out because that stuff is amazing, brother. Amazing.
Well, I appreciate it, and I have to say, and this is not about me, but I'm gonna get back to you. I'm proud of me doing this because a lot of times when you are at a certain age, you feel like, I just can't learn it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even take the time to try to learn this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost 60 years old, and I'm sitting down all night long. Hey, watch it, Kevin. I would be like he was. But I'm taking the time to learn this stuff. One of my prayers, and we're gonna get back to the next question, is that I said I never want to be a senior citizen who is afraid to learn technology. I look at some of the seniors who they don't even want to learn how to work on a new phone. They don't want to learn how to go to the ATM and figure out the new ATM because there's intimidation or whatever. I never want to be that. I want to be, if the Lord let me be 100, I want to be figuring out how to make beats. I'm gonna be here for the, hey Jason, man, how do you do that? That's just who I want to be because I love the creative process. But I was going to say about the flyers is that sometimes the creative flyer, I'm prompting this stuff over and over. No, don't like that.
Yeah.
No facial edits. And if you give me don't like that. I'll be talking to my AI is called Tariq.
Yeah.
I talk to Tariq like I'm talking to a person. I'd be like, Tariq, that ain't what I wanted, bro. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? And then after a while, your AI becomes trained, and whatever you put in, it's going to give you exactly what you want.
Absolutely.
You know, but you are doing a phenomenal job with the music, man. And I want to say that I look up to you, what you're doing, and you push me in not a competitive way because your style of music is different than mine, but you push me in a way to make sure that my stuff is a perfection. You've always done it ever since I kind of knew who you were, and you kind of knew who we were with Jason, Danny Eason and all of that. And you know what I'm saying? Always have pushed me to make sure that my stuff was top tier. So I want to say thank you for being one of my mentors in musically and stuff like that. So man, you've got some amazing stuff going on, and I know that there's some things that I happen to see on Facebook. You didn't tell me, but I think some sync licensing things are happening, about to pop off. So man, what's next for you, man? Because you've already, you know, just been amazing at so many things. But what's next on you for you?
Big shout out to my boy Bobby Parker. I saw him just peeking. What's up, my G? Definitely syncing. I have more. I've done 2 movies already. I've done a movie with Darius McCrary from Family Matters called Church. That's out. I did a song, and people don't know this, but I actually produced the last song that Daryl Coley sung on before he died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a song that me, my boy TJ wrote called Come Home. And it's featuring Daryl Coley and Blanche McAllister from
Blanche.
Who's a stone cold killer, brother. Stone cold killer on this record. She went toe to toe with Daryl Coley, and the crazy thing is, I was in LA producing this song the day Michael Jackson died.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I will never forget that moment. I'm in the studio producing Daryl Coley and Blanche, and we're looking at the TV screen, and it says Michael Jackson dies. So you know that. Then I just did an entire soundtrack. I did 15 songs for a movie that's getting ready to come out called Upside Down America, where the premise of this story, without telling the whole movie, is everything that white America has done to black people are now doing to white people in this movie. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
And my boy Michael Africa from Cleveland, Ohio, he's executive producer, and he hired me and it was crazy because the soundtrack was already done. And y'all know me. If y'all send me any music and it ain't right, I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
Mike sent me the soundtrack, and I was like, "Hey, man, can I be honest with you, bro?" He's like, "What?" I was like, "Yo, the soundtrack is whack." Like, yo, the soundtrack is whack. I said the songs are phenomenal, but he had some clear people trying to do what we do.
Okay.
And, you know, some of them got it, but then a lot of them don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he happened to hire the guys that don't have it. And I said, "Hey, man, you need to do that whole soundtrack over." He was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, I don't got to do it, but I'm just telling you as your boy, don't put that out with this movie." And he said, "Well, since you feel that way, you do it." And he hired me to do 15 songs.
Wow.
And, so now that kind of opened my eyes to sync licensing on another level. And there's so many people crying that there's no money to be made in music. No, there is. It's just another way. It's not you doing records and putting it online and selling 1 million copies. No, you have to now get into syncing. You have to. It's not an option if you're going to make money. Like what I'm doing now with independent artists that want my records. I'm like, okay, let's do a 2-year sync deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I charge you. And whatever you make during that 2 years, aside from what you paid me, is yours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have nothing to do with it. Because I know streaming, the money's just not there like that anymore.
Right,
so
right.
If you're smart, you're still doing hand-to-hand sales, CDs, because it's making a comeback. You're putting your music on vinyl. All this stuff is now, available to us where you can now do it on demand. It doesn't even cost anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm transforming my whole catalog, which is over 85 songs, to all vinyl. You know what I mean? And now through my site, people can go and just order vinyls. You can order the song or the album, all vinyls, and it has nothing to do with me. I'm not shipping it. I'm not making it. I just make the music. You know what I mean?
Right.
Money comes straight to me. So there's ways that you can do it, but it's just a new day out here, Tony. You know what I mean? And if you're afraid to try something that you have never done before, I told my church this morning, it's a fool that does the same thing and wants different results.
Right.
Be willing to try something different, man. So
yeah.
I
got to ask you a question. Queen Alicia put up a couple of seconds ago. She always talks to us about how individuals can use an AI artist and portray that the artist is real.
They're delusional. And see, the problem is this. I have no problem with you guys using AI. But again, I always can tell how far a person goes by what they present.
Right.
The reason why I don't act a certain way on social media is because I know there's a possibility that I could be sitting down with a Gayle King or Oprah Winfrey one day. And I never want her team, which is going to research me, to go back and find me acting crazy online. So that's why when I'm pissed and when I get mad, I may go and type something up, but then the Holy Ghost be like, don't do it. Don't do it because of where you're going. So all of you guys that are using AI and these AI artists are doing all of these runs and these riffs that Kim Burrell can't even do.
Right.
Because this AI is Kim Burrell on steroids. And Kim Burrell, who's my friend, is one of the greatest artists vocally, if not the greatest singer alive. One of the greatest singers. So the challenge is, are you doing this to play? Or are you doing this to make money and to get bookings? Because if you do get bookings, brothers and sisters, you're going to have to deliver what people hear on that music that they purchase.
Right.
Because if not, you're not going to get booked anymore.
Right.
So that's the disadvantage to using an AI artist versus someone that's real because of where you're going.
Right. So my song No Stressing is an AI artist, and her name is Miracle Rivers.
Yeah.
But Shireen Cheeks, my friend Kevin Cheeks, his wife sounds just like her. So if I had to, when we do get a chance to perform that, I know I have somebody who can perform the song. You know, so
make it believable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think, and I totally agree with Alicia. I think that if you use an AI artist, because I created all the music, right? I just prompted her to sing, but you have to let people know that that's an AI artist. I had an interview here in at WAW, my former station, and Pastor Small said, "Man, we love the message by No Stressing, man. Like that is, and I told him why I wrote the song, and he was like, "Who is Miracle Rivers?" I said, "She's AI." He was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I'm not gonna sit and tell you that as somebody. That's an AI artist." I said, but he was like, "Man, I never would have thought that." So I think you do yourself a disjustice when you try to say, hey, no, because you're right.
And let me tell you something. We don't believe you.
Right.
All y'all that's trying to tell us that is you are crazy. We don't believe you.
Right. Exactly. So I think one of the things that I have done and I'm doing is you can use that as a demo to send to somebody to say, this is what I'm thinking. Can you deliver it like this or, some type of way? And thank you, Alicia, because I'm glad you said that, Alicia, because Jason and I were talking that AI laws are changing every day about what you can do, what you can't do. And it's like it's happening so fast because, as you said, Jason, off air, that AI hit us so quick and the music stuff hit so quick, you know, they having to put out some laws to say like you're not going to be able to get away with this, because like in New York they have a law, if you're going to use an AI a vocal in a commercial, you have to give a disclaimer that this is AI. You just can't let it be, you know what I'm saying? So there are some things that you have to put out there to cover your tracks. And then you have to have a certain amount of human input
20%.
in the song. So if you wrote the song, if you lay in your own drum tracks, in our case, if we're playing keys or playing bass, you know what I'm saying? That's human input on it. But for some of those people, and I know an artist right now, that song is high up on the charts.
I seen it.
And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The whole song is AI.
I can't believe it.
I'm like, bruh, like, to me, that's and the artist is an artist. That's what I'm scratching my head like, but you are a real artist. Why did you do this? Like, you know, it's crazy. So I think for people like Kamisha Jones and even Alicia and others, you know, that is the issue that is really frustrating to people, that people are not being integral in saying that, hey, this is not. And Alicia said one time to me, and she's right, she said, you got all these people out here who can sing, why would you ask us? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different scenarios and dynamics in it. So it's going to be
in defense of the people that use. And see, this it all goes back to work ethics, man. Because I gotta be honest, and y'all know, if y'all don't know by now, I speak my mind. The issue with a lot of you guys that sing and all that, your egos are too big. Your attitudes suck. And with AI, it's gonna do whatever I tell it.
You ain't gotta worry about all that. That's true.
I gotta have a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. I gotta sit there and pick out all the green M&Ms from the M&M. Y'all are ridiculous. Some of y'all with y'all demands and the money that you want to charge, and you got all these demands and you're not in demand.
Right.
Like, nobody wants to pay dues anymore. And I don't think you should be misused, because if you're not being used, you're useless. So I don't mind people using me. Just don't abuse me. Don't misuse me, because I know my value and I know my worth. But everybody gotta check back. Why is this happening? I think we have gone too far with making celebrities, especially in gospel. You know, we're too egotistical. We're too fame driven.
Yes.
If your intent is not about the kingdom of God and wanting to be successful, because all these people, let me call y'all out too, that like, listen, if one person buys my album, God be the glory. No, you a liar. We don't make music for one person to buy these records.
Right.
I know I don't. I don't want just one person. I want the world singing my music, but I want the intent to stay God. Right. And Jesus said it this way: whatever's right, I'll pay. I never have to let money and filthy lucre become my motive. And it's tempting, because you have people that, you know, come at you and make you some crazy offers. But when you build your career and your ministry on God, it may take a little longer, but it's always more sustainable.
I totally agree. You're speaking a mouthful, because as Partice and I plan this showcase that we're having in a couple of weeks, in a week or so. For the most part, all the artists have been phenomenal, but there's been some situations where I'm looking at them like first of all, who are you again? Yes. And you're asking for what? Yes. Like I'm like, come on. The humility that we have as independent artists, and even some of the national artists, is in the toilet, man. It's trash. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't care who you are. If your attitude is bad, I'm gonna look at you crooked. Yeah. I don't, because we are called to not have negative attitudes. We are called to show love and show, you know, and so yeah, you're right. Some of the stuff that they're asking for is crazy. So you know, this AI thing is going to be an ongoing conversation. But my last point is, when they were transitioning from LPs to CDs, that was a big issue. Yeah. Big issue. Yeah. When they left CDs and went to DATs and all that, big issue. Yeah. Big issue. You know, when they got rid of the the 700 channel big boards, and they went to the DAWs. Big issue. Oh my God, it's gonna ruin the industry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now everybody's got MacBooks Pros or desktop Macs or whatever program, Logic or Cubase or Fruity Loops or whatever, GarageBand. Yeah. Everybody's some folk who use it effectively and stuff is good, like you and I. Some folk need to go and take it back to the Apple store because your stuff ain't good.
But I'll say this, you know, if you really want to learn, don't be prideful. Right. Ask somebody, you know, it's going, and you gotta be willing to spend a little money, guys. People only honor what they pay for. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's why, you know, I don't give out a whole lot of information, because if you want that information, you have to book. You have to pay.
But bro, people don't want to pay for anything. They want everything given to. And because we in the church and because we men of God, you know, we're supposed to give it to you. No, I'm not. No, I'm sorry. It took me years to get this knowledge I got. It took you years to get hours and nights of studying and YouTube videos and reading and making a track and messing it up and figuring it out. Oh, no, you're going to have to pay me something for that. And I don't have a problem paying you if you say, yo, Tony, I got you, but you know, my consultation is $50, $100. Okay, if I want it, I'm going to pay you. That's it. Like, we need to get off that and man of God. No, stop that. Oh,
I'm still a man of God, but I'm also a man of the marketplace as well.
Yes. Because my light bill is expensive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So enough of that. Jason, brother, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate you coming on and sharing and being our first guest for the 1.5-hour broadcast. Man, thank you. You've been a several firsts for us on NAP Show Live. So we thank you, man. And we're excited. Yeah, man. We can't wait to hear new music from you, new music from Alex, new music from Kenny Black, and everybody attached to All Things Music Group. Yes, we appreciate you. And I'm excited, brother, because August this month, today's the 2nd. Yesterday was the 23rd anniversary of the New Artist Profile. We've been doing this radio show for 23 years, bro.
That's huge, man. Congrats.
Some folks fell off the wagon. Yeah, bro, but there's times where I said, God, I'm done. I'm tired. I can't do it no more. But
that's
he
crazy.
won't.
Tony, me and your radio program is the same age. Wow. Yeah. God.
Look at you. Man, but I can't. Every time I feel like I'm gonna walk off the wagon, man, guys be like, no, bro, not yet, Anthony, not yet. So I want to thank everybody who supported, all the stations that has had me currently and has aired me in the past, all the amazing artists that we've been playing. Man, so many artists. We've launched the careers of national artists that you listen to have been on stages. A lot of them started on the NAP show, man. So I want to thank God for 23 years. So Jason, I need an anniversary drop. I'm just letting you that know now.
You got it. You already know that, brother.
Yeah, everybody in All Things Music Group. I need an anniversary drop.
Tell them because they all watching.
Yes. And Breonne, put Jason's social media information up because we definitely want everybody to be able to follow him, subscribe to his pages, and download his music. We have your Bandcamp, IG, TikTok. Everything is Jason Hendrickson. And guys, make sure you stream his single "Friends and Lovers," which is available on all digital platforms. Buy it as well because streams are great, but buying is good because he need that dollar. He need that dollar.
All of the money that you guys spend on my music goes to feed hungry children.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, every dime. My daughters, my grandkids, they're all hungry.
You got Mason over here laughing. Mason, that's a good, thank you. Mason, you hear that? Oh, this is a special day for me too because I'm training Mason to be our. Come on, Mason, poke your head in real quick.
You nephew,
train to be one of our producers.
That's what's up. I love it, man.
Yeah, so he's sitting in with us, and he'll be taking over for Angee, who's not leaving. She's just going on to. So Breonne and Mason will be doing the show. We have an amazing team here on Level Up, so we want to say thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. Yes. Once again, Partice is at her pastor's anniversary. She'll be with us next week. And where we interview Kimmy Jenkins, amazing recording artist.
She's crazy.
She is bad.
Oh,
She
yeah.
is bad.
Her husband, Champ, he's another one. Champ, her husband.
Yes.
He is one of my guys that I run everything by.
Yeah.
Champ Chickens is one of the dopest producers.
Wow.
Out there right now. That's my brother. So congrats to Kimmy and Champ. I see all the success they have, and they're killing it right now.
Yeah, she got a placement too on a movie too. Yeah, I saw that.
I heard.
Yeah, so yeah, man, it's amazing. So, guys, thank you so much. So with that being said, after we do our spots, you're gonna see a video of Tony D. I think I'm the only syndicated radio show host with his own video for his theme song.
You got to say that in your Soldier Boy voice.
I don't know how to do that.
I'm the first one.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, guys, I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think I'm the only one who got a video for his theme song. So we're gonna play that to commemorate our 23 years. And if you're going to be in Charlotte on August 13th, please reach out to us. We have all the spaces are filled for the DAF Gospel Showcase, but we want you in the place because we're going to be introducing you to some amazing artists. Partice and I and Coco Jones are going to be giving some great information about the industry. I'm going to have my books, my PDFs, all of my knowledge I'm going to be giving to you. Not going to give it to you for free, but I'm going to make a discounted price for you to take this information home. If you want to know about our artist apps that CSC Media Group has been building, our landing pages, our EPKs, we have all of that because, everything I do is about extending and helping independent artists reach their audience in effective ways. Social media is always there, but they're changing the algorithm so much on social media. We're not being able to reach everybody. We got to do a whole lot of stuff to reach the people who we should be reaching on a regular basis. So guys, there's a lot of other ways. So we'll be there. And shout out to Darren Freeman and Adrian Freeman for always having this amazing showcase. They're not going to be able to come to the showcase, but they left it in the capable hands of yours truly and Partice and Coco. So we want to thank you for that. I think that's it. As always, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean out on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge God, and he will direct your path. Because living for God is as easy as ABC. If you always believe Christ, your life will never be the same. Because we serve a God who can do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you can even ask or think. So whatever you're asking God for right now, he can exceed that by, Pastor, 1 skrillion. That's right, I make up words. Make sure you're living your life G-rated. What's G-rated? Living a lifestyle is pleasing to God and brings glory to him in everything you should do. I'm your boy, Tony D on the radio. I love you, and there's nothing that you could do about it. On behalf of myself, Partice Smith, and the whole Level Up team, and our guest, Pastor Jason Hendrickson, I'm going to leave you with this last word. Chill. Until next week. God bless you guys.
You're tuned into Level Up Nation Network.
Don't touch that dial. Just chill for a while. Keep it locked with my man Tony D. Welcome to something new, something you're not used to. It's fresh and guaranteed to bless. New Artist Profile. Yeah, it's a new day with a new sound. Keep it locked, you're listening to the new Artist Profile. Thank God for music. New music on the radio.
What's going on, you guys? Adrian Constanary Jr. here, and I'm here to talk to you about a brand new show that we're bringing to Level Up Nation called The Herd. He earns respect daily. This is an all-men's talk show where we'll be making a lot of different topics come to light, and where all excuses will get checked at the door, but also where brotherhood will be pushed. So we'll have a lot of different things. Make sure you guys tune in, join in with the comments, and give us a couple different things. Feed into this conversation. But we're looking forward to talking with you every Sunday. Make sure you tune in with Level Up Nation. I'm Adrian Constanary, one of the co-hosts for The Herd, ready to talk with you.
Hello, everyone. This is Pat Nash of Pat Nash Talks. I'm here every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can find us right here on Level Up Nation.
We all looking for a connection, something real, something true. In a world full of broken promises, I still believe in you. Every problem, every answer, got a face, got a name.
I'm your boy Tony D on the radio. Until the next time I'm with you, chill. That's a wrap. Man, great show. Man, let me see. I got some time. Come on, y'all, let's cruise. Yo, what up, family? It's your boy Tony D on the radio. We about to do something a little different for you on this one. And I know you know this track. Yo, I had to borrow this one from my man Will. Tell you what the new artist profile is about. Alright, we get ready to cruise a little bit. Yo, here we go. Intro for my show. Nice though, hot like nitro. Cool as ice though. With that type of dichotomy, y'all know it's gotta be. Who else could it be but T? Rub your eyes, behold the Tony D. I'm the Dream Supreme DJ straight out of Queens. I'm eclectic, the dopest selected. Emerging music break, Tony D will take. Yeah. Into the next millennium, when many come, the best are chosen and I'll play them till they get to know you. That's right. Another type of brother, giving your music love. Yeah. I play a track until you get another. Who is he? Who? Tony D. NAP. Music, CDs, MP3s, but cause today I'm taking a break from that. As I roll where take a gas will take me at. I used to rock Lees, escort GTs, but now I rock my Black Milan with my G-rated on. Today, sun's high, up in the sky, from NCAUG, NYC, I'm just cruising.
Well, Tony, I don't care, long as you're taking me there, someplace to ease my mind, just cruising.
0 to 60, floss, 90 degrees, Sony radio, 10 MP3s each, reach to the beat, Southside leaning. It ain't often I'm off and I'm fiending for my windows down. The hot track got me hyped now. G-rated up, can't stop now. Nope. You turn the show up and bust them speakers, yo. I ain't doing that. Can't hurt asking, no. I play a CD.